Hello, this is the next video where I go through the process of cleaning the nib, installing it, and filling a Desiderata Flex pen without any talking or explaining, to give you a sense of about how long it'll take. And the experienced fountain pen aficionados probably have an idea of why I'm wearing these gloves. If you don't, you should know that Baystate Blue is an outstandingly beautiful color, in color. However, it will not be happy until the entire universe is dyed a brilliant shade of cobalt blue. And I'm wearing these gloves so that if anything crazy happens, I don't have to go through the rest of the month explaining to people why it looks like I choked a Smurf. I'm going to clean out this pen and get it ready to write in real time. This would be faster if done over a sink, which you could do at home, but for right now I'm doing this at my desk and I didn't want to have my camera sitting over a sink. Clean the feed. Okay. I probably don't have to spend this much time on cleaning the nib. Probably not, but just gonna play it safe. Alright, I'm gonna go rinse the nib off. And it's, strictly speaking, it's not necessary to check to see if the nib is clean before you install it, but it's great to do this. Baystate Blue. Great coverage. Okay. Light goes between the tines, but they meet at the tip. Now I'm going to clean this out. Just poured water all over myself. Okay. Just prime the feed with a little of Baystate Blue. I suppose it's a little crazy that I'm doing all of this over my nice little wooden desk. That is an air bubble that needs to be popped. Okay. This would of course go much faster with a transfer syringe. Now, I'm going to try pouring it back in to see if anything happens. No. Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay. I got a little spillage in the back, which I caught with a paper towel. I am not thrilled with how that eyedropper handled things. Let's try that again. And in fact, I'm going to get that transfer syringe. Okay. Try this again. Alright, now it's filled. Now, for the record, this notebook uses, this is a Clairefontaine notebook, and in general, filling a flex pen that flexes out to 3 millimeters with Baystate Blue is a lot of fun, but there aren't a whole lot of circumstances where you get to use this and not generate a whole lot of paper problems like railroading and whatnot, or rather bleed through. This paper seems to be handling it pretty good, surprisingly well, I'd say. This is Clairefontaine, and I'm really pushing it. I mean, in normal writing, this is, you know, I mean, if people write like that normally, that's probably a little extreme, but anyhow, that's what it looks like on Clairefontaine. And just for grins, this is the legendary Tomo River paper, and I think the paper might be a little bit, yeah, this paper is a little bit dirty. See how it pulls away a little bit? That's because of the oil that's on the paper from, you know, being rubbed up on somebody's nose or something. But Tomo River paper I know will handle Baystate Blue in one of my pens quite well. And Elias paper, which I'm very pleased about. Their paper also takes a good beating. So that was, what are we at, 13 minutes? Okay, a fair amount of that was unnecessary. Didn't have to try out on 2 different papers, or 3 different papers as necessary. Didn't have to do that, and also this would have gone a little bit faster over a sink, and you also save a little bit of time. Save a little bit of time not filming yourself while you're doing this. But in general, you should be able to get this thing down to a few minutes, and you don't have to change the nib. You don't have to go through this process every single day. Even if you pull the nib out every day, you just remove it, rinse it out, dry it off, and then you put it back in. You don't have to clean it, and you don't have to test it either. You can leave, luckily, you can leave the ink in the barrel, and then just take the section out, dry that off. And the cross-sectional area of the ink within the barrel is small enough that even if you left it uncapped with the section off and dry, point it up in a cup overnight, for example, you're not going to lose a whole lot of ink because there isn't a lot of surface area on the inside of the pen. It's part of the idea. So I hope this was helpful. Have a good day.